We needed different dice against certain creatures that took away your powers or nullified them, but today I think you're in good shape with your D10s. Welcome to Session 6 of Marvel Superheroes. We're not Session 7, are we? Oh my goodness, yeah, Session 7 of Marvel Superheroes Nick Time, where today you guys might not eat at diners, but actually shed some blood. We'll have to see. Before we start things off, let's do a recap of how you earned your karma from last time. Karma rewards from Session 6, by passing the Secretary and contacting Nick Fury of 1957 by duplicating his voice, which was really clever. 5 points karma for that. By making it to Aveline without getting caught, or pointed out as freaks, or wanted by the FBI or the government, 5 points. By making it to Roswell, another 5 points. Keeping a low profile while doing so, not catching the attention of any authorities, you get 5 points for that. For meeting Hugh Everett III, you get 2 points. For obtaining a copy of the passkey that was on his belt, you get 5 points for that. For not stealing the passkey and coming up with a creative solution to get that passkey, you get 5 points for that. Learning about Everett's many worlds PhD thesis, 2 points. For preventing the atomic destruction of Roswell, saving the inhabitants of the diner and your very own lives, 30 points. For solving the problem of the exploding man and only using one charge on your Omni time travel device, 10 points. For convincing Nick Fury to fly to Roswell, 5 points. And Max Tank for restoring his rocket power without dying, 5 points for that as well. So that
5 points for surviving.
So that was
We should do 5 more for Adam not dying.
For ordering the blueberry Danish and the extra crispy bacon, 0 points. But many cholesterol points, I'm sure. All right, so now you've got 84 points of karma to spend. We'll just go around, maybe starting with Andy the android. A couple sentences. How did you spend your?
How about my climbing up to 26 into the
Remarkable. Nice. So you know that now means that you get 2 melee attacks per round, now that it's at 26. On top of that, don't forget, whatever you increase your fighting by, you increment your health by as well. So that boosts your hit points.
And then I kept some and put some for the pool.
Okay. Brian, good the bat.
Brian Baird advanced his agility from 26 to 34, not enough for a column shift, but I'm getting a little closer, and that also gives me another few points in my health pool. I'm now up to 76 HP.
Wow, look at him. He went from like a 14 hit point weakling when we started this, and now he's like, he can take a few punches. Oh, how quickly they grow.
Now it'll take me three attempts of changing things to myself.
Wallace Worthington III, the nerd.
Wallace Worthington III continued to increase his energy emission power and finally advanced it to the incredible range. And donated the rest of the points to the pool. I still plan to use them later today.
So you'll be doing 40 points of damage now when you blast somebody with electricity?
37.
Wow, not bad. Max the tank.
Max increased his endurance 4 points, bringing it up to a 50. In turn, that brings his max hit points up to 80, which is interesting that he has a little hit points for somebody who...
5 less hit points than you.
Exactly.
Interesting.
However, my healing, my ability to regenerate and heal has gone up as well. Basically, I can heal 1,850 hit points per day, or basically 1.28 hit points per minute.
Yeah, every time you increase your endurance by 1 point, because your regen is 37, that basically increases your regen on a factor of 37. So small.
With an adamantium bullet.
So yeah, that might do the trick, or it'll at least keep him down for a couple seconds before he comes up and rips out your throat. Yeah.
He's a rocket.
So you can't run. Yeah, you can't run from him.
You can't run, but you can hide.
Maybe you can hide. And Whisperer, what did you do?
I increased the remarkable 26 mind transfer to a 32.
Oh wow.
Left the rest for karma.
Nice. That makes your range, I think, 13 squares, and it makes it certainly more powerful when you roll. What's your karma bank?
Oh, so our karma bank is 330 points currently.
Okay, and just because I think it might become relevant later, how much karma do you have for altering dice rolls and absorbing damage right now?
I personally actually have a lot of karma.
I have 89. What is 89?
I have
180 for the droid? Holy moly.
You've been
Okay.
a little stingy with the pool, huh? Yeah, Brian Barrett has 31, and he also earmarked his remaining 14 from this session.
Okay.
For next session.
All right.
I have 169 personal karma that I've added to.
Wow. And Whisperer?
I have 38.
38.
Whopping. I should say whopping.
Okay. Well, there's still the pool. There is still the
How
pool.
much flavor?
I have a lot. 38.
That's more than me. I only 31.
A little bit better.
All right. So last session, you made it across country, enjoying fine Southern cuisine and hospitality. Living and experiencing what it was like to be in 1957, you barely prevented a nuclear explosion by a fella named Stanley Weatherson, who was at a diner, who had a short temper, and it looked like he would explode. You discovered something unusual about your time travel device. You all died in a nuclear blast last session,
Or did we?
but found yourself transported.
One of the lights went out.
You were transported back to just moments before the blast and managed to prevent it, saving the entire town of Roswell. You have also figured out where the Nemesis has been captured. By your count, he's been there since August, so it's been a few months. And you figured out where the Sierra base is that he's being stored.
Sierra Nevada.
No, Roswell, New Mexico. You're there. You don't have to travel any further.
The trickery by these people.
You-
Good, stop.
You left the diner. You made it out to where the Sierra base was located. You noticed that the Sierra base was 100 miles west of the SHIELD Research and Development compound back in 2013, which happens to be pretty close to where they discovered the arm of the android back in 1968, which hasn't happened yet.
Coincidence? Well,
As you were doing aerial reconnaissance of the base, maybe this is a good time to refresh your memory of what that base actually looked like.
I just remember Nick Fury yelling at us.
Yeah,
Did we actually get to eat at the diner? We spent a lot of time ordering food.
you did. Yeah, actually, you ate
Can
for.
we revisit that?
Yeah.
Just quickly, I'm a little hungry.
I don't remember getting my blueberry cobbler.
I don't know if you left it for Alex.
Actually, you did. You told him don't yell snow.
Oh, that's right. That was commented.
Two tips. Don't breathe underwater.
So now here's the aerial view that both the bat and the tank can see. Let me try this. Does this work? If I hit Shift and I double tap, in theory, it will direct you.
Nobody remote.
Not so much, huh?
Nobody remote. Well, like for the last time.
Well,
I know we have about 2 sessions coming up with the remote.
I would say go 50% resolution.
Get rid of that chat.
Hey, that's crisper than last time. It's sunset there now.
And you arrive just as sun was setting, about 7 o'clock. You can see that it's got barbed wire fence. It's roughly a square shape. You've got these towers that are located in the 4 corners, although in this diagram you don't see the 4 towers. They are all in 4 corners of the compound. There is a gate right here with a road that runs through. There's sand that constantly is encroaching. You can actually see a guard get out with like a push broom and push the sand back off the road. When Max the Tank did his aerial overview, he noticed dogs. When Brian Baird did an aerial overview, he counted approximately 20 guards armed with machine guns, hand pistols, and even a couple had wall rockets.
That was at nighttime. They changed the shift.
Well then, yeah, as you're doing aerial review, the sun set and we saw a shift change. And the number of guards reduced from 20 down to 10, and there were a few less dogs. The other thing worth noting, aside from a couple Humvees parked in a parking lot over here, that towards the back, right around here, you see a big white sort of structure with a door, and it does look like the entrance to some sort of bunker. And as you were debating what your next steps would be, you hear a cough from behind you.
So alert.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, and
That seems to hold for that one.
I guess I forgot. There's a couple other images of the base.
There's something about
What is that?
Yeah, I think you saw this.
Yep, warning sign.
There's a warning sign: unauthorized personnel not allowed. No trespassing beyond this point. Restricted area.
Will be shot on site.
Did you also get to see the front view of the compound? I'm not sure if you saw this.
No.
No. Down secret. Keep it down secret.
Okay, well you're far away enough, but you've got decent enough eyes that you can see that in the distance. With
Let's say it's an awesome slider back there.
It's the most fun place in the world.
It's,
Now bend over. Okay, so you've got a good sense of what this looks like? And it's at this point that you hear a cough?
we also identified like an underground power generation, several things, and we kind of
Oh, yeah.
overlay them on our mental maps.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a good point. The nerd has the ability to detect energy emissions. He made a very good roll and assume that this red line for the moment is the fence, and this is the outside of the fence. He noticed these perfectly spherical sort of energy signatures that were extremely faint underneath the sand. And they aren't just there, they seem to litter like everywhere that is not the road.
We estimated in line.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking that they were. Okay.
You have enough space to walk between them if you were careful, but the only person, I think, right now who has any sense of where they might be placed is the nerd.
Wallace would have to lead the way. Oh, great.
So, and just a reminder, the reason that you were at Sierra Base is that you have good information that suggests from yourselves of the future, that the gray alien Nemesis was captured from his crashed spaceship and brought to this base, where he was held for decades and tortured, eventually going insane, and he brought about the end of the world, which is your future.
I think there's two things we should consider. One, I do not think we have to kill Nemesis.
Two. No.
It's that over time he went insane. I believe by rescuing him now we can redeem the human race in his eyes.
Oh, look at the 1957. We all know that, right?
Number two, is there any way in which we could use either Max's rocket ability or perhaps the vibrator's ability to create a tunnel?
I was thinking we go over the fence with the sandstorm. The sandstorm would block visual, could possibly block if there's sensors, and would force people inside.
But what did Nick have to say?
One more thing. We just don't forget we left ourselves with Tim. It's the girl. I don't think that we've gotten to that girl yet. Because I mean, the only girl we really encountered is the woman in the diner that
we had the little girl who controlled the boat, opened the boat.
Oh, yeah. I bet you that was a girl. Okay.
So
keep it in the back of your mind. That may not have been it either, but even if it probably was.
And this isn't a girl?
Max the Tank.
Find out.
I think Max the Tank gave you 3 warnings, right? What do you say? Go to the.
Hold on,
what did you say?
I got right now.
Yep.
So
This is Andy speaking, right? Put in Max.
I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically, my first one was this is messed up. I feel a huge sense of deja vu right now. Effed everything up big time. I wouldn't believe you. You kind of look like a tool. From turning him into a super douchebag mean. And then this is from me to Mike in the past. Check the home ec classroom before you go, which we've done. Also, it's a girl.
Yeah.
Also, watch out for the 4th door.
Ooh, then I remember we talked about the 4th door. We've forgotten about that one.
Okay.
We gotta go with it.
Yeah.
We gotta go with it.
Yes.
It just says watch out for it. Doesn't mean to watch out for it from the
Maybe
The other three don't go wing in.
This one's all
out.
It could be.
Max the Tank is going to walk down the hall from the back.
Cool.
Walk up that door.
He's gotta be frail.
strong. Can't put you
He's gonna try to open it.
It's going to be like that Far Side cartoon, School for the Gifted. Oh, yeah. All right, so I am imagining you're having this conversation. When you are ready, we can introduce Nick Fury of 1957 to the picture. Ready?
Very good.
All right, well, you hear that cough, and you see Nick Fury, dressed rather dapper. You scroll upwards just a little bit. Let me try that shift trick one more time. Nope, nothing. It's too bad. It said if I hit shift and click, it'll move your map, but I don't see it happening in my application. He seems to have both eyes intact. He's wearing sort of a dapper Men in Black kind of combo. He does not have his weapon raised at you, but he does have that brooding, angry look. And he says, "What the hell are you people doing out in the open like this? You better get down. I assume that you are Worthington."
That would be correct.
Huh. And you are the people who have dragged me out of Washington, D.C. from a nice comfortable bed to the middle of the desert sweating my butt off.
Correct, sir.
I think you have some explaining to do.
I think we already explained it. There's an alien in there who's being tortured, and in 40 years he's going to call the place of both planets. So we need to set him free before that happens.
All right, what was your proof? I'm here. You said enough to get me interested. This base does not exist in any of the Department of Defense records.
Android, do you have any proof on you?
I give him the business card he gave me for the future.
He looks at it, he raises an eyebrow. You realize that it is a white card with very simple print. It says, Nick Fury, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I thought it was a cooler card.
Doesn't it have the S.H.I.E.L.D. logo on it, though?
It does have the S.H.I.E.L.D. logo, which means nothing to him, since S.H.I.E.L.D. does not exist.
Your phone.
And it has his phone number with an area code. He puts it back to you and he says, anybody could have printed this. Hell.
Where do we get the first 3 digits from?
You could have made it up for all I know.
Why would we make, like, that's just a random thing to make up. In the future, there's phone numbers have a prefix called an area code. If you're within your area code, you don't need to dial it. If you're outside that area code, you'll need to dial to get to it.
You are telling me,
You can dial your own phone numbers.
son, you are telling me that I traveled in a plane halfway across the country to see 3 extra digits on my business card?
You tell me why you came here.
He reaches into his jacket and he produces a business card, which he presents to you, which is almost identical, except it says Colonel Nick Fury, Department of Defense, and it has just the digits without the area code. I need better proof than that.
Very well. Well, obviously, you know this place does not exist on even anything you can locate.
That should pique your interest.
And I pull out the Omni and I show him, this is the device that's responsible for our time travel.
He raises an eyebrow. What do you got there? Fancy Christmas ornament?
Could you think of a device this small that could actually create colored light in this day and age?
Yes. We got light bulbs.
Not that small.
All right, I haven't seen lights that small,
Where's
that's
the
true.
plug
We have,
into? Radios like this freaking thing.
you know, we have this invention here in modern times. It's a wonder, marvelous science, and it's called a battery.
Show me better.
I step forward.
I was gonna say, yeah, Max, can you punch Andy?
I take out a knife.
Oh, wow.
It might
He is impressed. You've caught his attention now.
Hollow leg.
How the hell did you do that?
I kind of peel back and see that there's the cyber structure underneath it.
Here, roll that.
What the hell are you? Some sort of half robot, half kid?
100% robot.
Who the hell would make a robot look like a 6-year-old boy?
Yeah.
So you are from the future.
We are all from the future. In the future, do you have men who look like bats? Do you have men that I light up a ball of electricity in my hand that can control electricity?
Oh, now you've really caught his attention.
Oh, by the
Would you
way,
guys let the show off a little bit?
Actually,
Why don't we switch minds for a second, just to flip them out?
wait a minute.
I don't think I'm allowed to show
that?
up.
Can I show off?
Okay.
We've got people that we've been experimenting on.
Oh, we're
We got Captain America. I've never seen anything quite like that. Not yet, at least.
Just like when you took Captain America's serum to make yourself superhuman?
Yeah, you said that on the phone. There's people who could have known about that. Still, that's pretty convincing. All right, let's just say for the sake of argument that you are telling me the truth. Where are you from? When are you from?
2013.
Huh. And why are you here again?
Because of you. 7 months ago, an alien, commonly referred to as a Grey, crash landed here.
Well, I don't know if it's that common now. It will be. It will have been that common.
It is skinny, large, hairless, large head, no clothing, admittedly.
Large, flashy black eyes.
Looks like a big version of the chupacabra.
All right.
It crashed landed here as a scout from another planet. It was captured and is currently being tortured and experimented on. During the course of the next 40 years, it will go insane and finally succeed, learning to steal the powers of other mutants.
Mutants?
Of other people, suddenly steal powers from all. It stole some of my powers.
What do you...
Oh, but those other experiments that are doing right here
Yeah?
create genetic mutations in human beings that allow for powers such as
Mind control, flight, laser glass eyes.
What are you saying? Things like this is common in 2013? Every citizen has this?
not every citizen.
It's not unique. It's not unique.
You know how many they call us superheroes? You know how many superhero groups there are?
Anyway,
Holy
You'll
hell.
get to know them.
he will escape. He will steal the power of a super villain that allows him to duplicate himself. And over the course of that, utilizing that power, he destroys the world.
He just makes infinite copies.
Yes.
Just like cockroaches that you can't stamp out.
Yes.
Or
So
microwave.
our intent, due to the intelligence provided by you and some others, it is here, is to free this alien, hopefully allow him to return to his race, and know that there are some humans that are not evil.
Why don't you just go back in time to like 2001 and then fix it there? Why do you have to come back to now?
Well, we don't know that exactly.
We don't exactly have control over time travel as well as we would like to think we do.
Yeah, this is the time travel thing is not a common thing in the future.
Now, this is the first believable thing that I've heard all night. All right. Fine. So you're here now. You can go back to when he crashed, I guess. You got that device. Can't you go back now?
We targeted that time frame, but our calculations were incorrect.
Huh. All right. And so what are we looking at here? Who are these people? Who's got them? It's not the government. It's not the Department of Defense. It's not CIA, FBI.
That's why we called you.
There is no organization sponsored by the United States that has been set up in the past 25 years that I am aware of
That you're aware of.
that is receiving funding for a program like this.
Nick Fury thing? Wasn't he, didn't you see him?
Well then, perhaps the Department of Defense should send several armored divisions out, and we should do a thorough exploration of this facility.
Yeah.
You think that I can just go back to my superiors and say, hey, I just got a phone call from 2013.
Someone has sent a illegal base on the United States government policy.
You're right about that. He looks pissed. He looks very unhappy. I'd like to know who's been playing on our doorstep and what the hell they're doing.
Well, this goes back to
What kind of rifles do they have?
the Manhattan Project, which is one of the
Oh, yeah.
ancillary things that we set up during that time.
Look, I'm familiar with every single project related to World War II. I fought in World War II, son. And this is no base that I've seen.
Damn. It looks the same now.
What are you talking about, Manhattan Project? Like Sandy Base?
There's an offshoot of Sandy Base.
That's 45 minutes west of here. What's this one?
India Base B?
This is Sierra Base.
Z.
Sierra Base. Never heard of it.
It doesn't exist. It's all yourself.
Who the hell are these guys?
We're not entirely sure. All we know is
Why we called it you?
we're
We're assuming it's a sub-branch or division of part of the military that we don't know about that's doing tests on mutants just like us to try to either steal, use their powers, or manipulate it either against or for the U.S.
All right.
These tests are going to create the mutants like us.
It was D Division.
D Division. That was a part of Sandia once. Got shut down. The things that they were doing there were illegal. Not even Uncle Sam wanted to be part of those.
Apparently, not everybody got the memo.
They were hiring Nazis. They were taking the best and the brightest of the Nazi party. Instead of bringing them up on trial for war crimes, crimes against humanity, I understand they were hiring them, bringing them in for projects on our side.
You're talking about Dr. Van Schultz?
Heard that name before. I don't know too much about him. He was one of them. That's right.
We're also going to use those to fund our space exploration program when that comes around. Just so you know, that rocket technology we're going to use came from the Nazis.
Huh.
So, Nick, we have a question to ask you. What's your plan?
Well, I'll tell you something. I came here to get a suntan, chew bubblegum, and kick some ass.
Well, you're already pretty well tan. So.
I'm out of gum, I'm tan, and I haven't kicked any ass yet. Who the hell are these people? Let's go tear them a new one.
Well, first, let's just want to take, can we see any of the guards? Can we get a sense of what kind of weapon they're having? Does it look like, I mean, most combat rifles are either 1957, ooh,
M1
maybe
Brands.
M14s, M1
M14s,
Brands,
M1 Brands.
as opposed to like SCGs or AK-47s.
He pulls a pair of binoculars that are pocket-sized, and he holds them up. He holds them up to his eyes, and he peers out. I can't see jack. It's too dark out.
Well, we had to look over the base before, and they definitely look like they're weapons issued by the American government, not by the Russians.
Well, we gotta shut down this facility. This is not right, especially if they're endangering the future of this country.
Fantastic. So, you want to walk through the front doors, party? What's your plan?
Well, what do we got? What sort of intel have you collected? I just got here.
Where's your backup?
We've been here for about 20 minutes.
Look, son, there's gonna be no backup coming here. This story like yours, I'm your backup.
Well, we hope they don't get you fired.
We've also come across mutants, a mutant, at least one,
Oh, yeah.
in Roswell so far.
Oh, well, the little girl with dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah, one in Roswell and one in Mississippi.
I'm sure Captain America would hate Nazis on his land. What's Captain America up to?
He's in the middle of the Arctic. He's a little cold right now.
You know where he is?
Captain America was a great American, a fantastic soldier, and I personally knew that man. He was worth 10 of you put together, son.
Yeah, well,
Don't say a bad thing about Captain America. He sacrificed to save all of us.
They're going to find him again. They'll be back. They'll meet him again.
Yeah.
Give you $10.
When we all die, we'll see him again. We'll at the rosy gates of heaven, I'm sure.
He's in the deep freeze on the Arctic Ocean.
That sounds like something out of a comic book. That's ridiculous.
Nick, we'll tell you our powers. What can you do?
I'm trained U.S. military. I'm a crack shot, trained espionage. I have a few tricks up my sleeve. What powers have you got? What have we got here? What do we bring to the table?
We have mind swap, vibration emission, vibration control.
Like sound? Are we talking sound?
Sound, just shaking things.
What's your range?
Sound manipulation phase.
You can You can, like, what, cause a car horn, or can you cause earthquakes?
I can stop sound, or vibration control.
Yeah.
I can monitor earthquake. I can vibrate things.
Interesting.
Make them into blades.
All right.
Roll
Okay.
them.
Are you making this shit up?
I can create weapons.
All right.
Can you vibrate the air and stop a bullet?
I can vibrate the sand.
To a degree, yes, actually.
Sink everything.
No, that's all I asked.
I got it.
Okay.
He would have to be quick enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be ahead of time.
And you recall, I think the Bat has done this. He set up a shield
Yeah, no, that's
in
what
advance.
Yeah.
I was worried you do the same thing.
His is less powerful than mine.
That's
I
all
don't
I
know
know.
what his shield does for him, but...
Turn on the light bulb to make it too dark for the camera.
No.
Looking at the camera,
Looks like we can see it.
Roll 20, right?
No, they're looking at us.
No, but yeah.
Yeah, no, the camera looks good.
That is quite a record.
All right. Vibration, mind control?
Mind control, sir.
Oh, we had you in the war. Huh. All right, what about you? You look military.
Yes, sir. Former military.
You served?
I did, sir.
Branch.
Special Forces.
Really?
Special Forces Recon. Sniper.
You got that look about you.
Close not.
Did you see any combat?
Yes, sir.
Huh.
I served in 3 theaters, sir.
Really?
Any of them happened yet?
None of the theaters that I served in, sir, you would know about. They're all future events.
All right, I can work with this. We might have a 10-year-old boy, but at least we got one man among you. What's your name?
Max, sir.
Good to meet you, Max.
Thank you.
What can you do?
I have rocket power. I can fly pretty much at...
Just show them.
Nope, so it'll be loud.
no,
Never
because
see.
What do you think we've been doing? We've been flying over the base.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
If they don't know by now.
Basically, I'll just walk it off in the direction opposite the base.
His jaw drops.
Yeah.
He's not seen anything like this without technology before.
And then I literally just come back in real quick. I also explained to him that I have basically the amazing ability to
You're vibrating
take
anyway.
a massive amount of abuse without really taking any damage.
Oh, yeah.
Where the hell were you during? Where were you during the Great War? Where the hell were you people when we needed you?
In 2012,
We weren't.
Hell.
We won, didn't we?
ask the government that created it.
A lot of good men died. A lot of good men. Could have prevented that. How about you, English sissy? What do you do?
I offer to shake hands.
Sir, thanks for calling me assistant.
He shakes your hand.
I shocked at this time.
Leave something left in his bladder.
He grits his teeth and he does his best to try to resist, but you got him. You got him good.
You know what? Let him hit you.
His respect for you has just increased significantly.
I can also charge objects. Well, my trusty little toy slingshot and my metal bees. I can travel on electrical lines by converting myself to electricity.
What? Do you get real small or something?
I become like an electrical charge.
Huh. Wow. All right.
And I can detect electrical emissions.
Interesting.
But
All
I
right.
can tell you for now, all over there, are very small, tiny electrical charges. We expect them to be mines.
Standard procedure for a typical base. Lay down mines. Yeah, that's a good call.
Can you see that? Oh, okay.
What about you, Bat Boy?
I start hovering in the air, flying.
We-
Lazy circles.
What are you like? Some sort of alien? Were you born?
And it was it was an experiment going wrong. It didn't go quite as good as yours.
Government?
No, personal.
Huh. What sort of personal experiment turns you into that kind of freak?
No, let's just say that I was born deaf. I can hear very well now. I can also emit sonar. I can fly like the bat. I've also got some powers that are not bat related.
All right. All right.
I start shaking his boots.
What the hell?
Me, I can do that. I can do that sort of to turn your internal organs into liquid.
Really? Oh, that's interesting. All right.
Well,
We got some-
I can machine with my telekinesis.
He stumbles backwards before righting himself.
My mind powers, I can move things around my mind.
He looks impressed.
We already know what he turns into.
He looks very impressed.
I think we know what he's
Oh,
doing.
by the way, would you mind reciting for me the preamble to the Constitution?
We, the people, in order to...
Change the air in front of his mouth into helium.
And as the air sort of turns back from helium to... That was ridiculous. Try that with me again.
Any matter into any other element.
I'm sure taking credit for
I could have changed the air in your mouth to lead.
I'm sure you're fun at parties, but don't you do that again.
Well, I can also change enemy weapons. I can change them into oxygen. Ooh, gone.
Huh. Oh, that is interesting. What's the range on that?
I think you change.
Can you just turn all the weapons into air right now?
Then you can start
Well, the thing is, every time I do that, it hurts. It drains some of my energy, and I can't do. I can't do it too much. It will kill me.
Oh, I see. All right.
That is 10 areas.
So about 100 feet.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
It was Chris's idea.
So you're saying get rid of the trigger, don't get rid of the gun.
Well, without a trigger, you can't fire the gun.
This is a smart guy over here. Should listen to him.
The more matter I change at a time, the more it hurts me to do it.
So limited uses only has a downside.
It's a matter of how much I can do per day.
How the hell am I accepting all this? This is ridiculous.
Welcome to the 21st century, so you know.
And what about you?
Sir, you think this is bad? Wait till you talk to the little one.
What the hell were you? Are you an invention? Can you even think?
FYI, Bob, during this whole time, he's vibrating enough to regenerate my charges.
Okay. How many charges are you down?
3.
All right. I assume an hour later you'll not do anything for an hour.
I'm not 10 years old. I've been in the perfect voice of Nick Fury.
I'm not 10 years old. I'm pitiful. 10 years old.
You're a little more. Come on.
I'm 35 years old. I was designed at
The Disco Labs.
CDC in Lord Livermore Labs.
Very good.
I have the ability to vibrate emissions. The ability to my lungs. I was designed to clear areas that have dangerous emissions, dangerous fumes, and my lungs can filter that out and replenish it with oxygen for everybody else.
Could have used you on the front lines when the Germans were using gas on us.
Wasn't that World War I?
They were using it in 2. They just don't talk about it as much. By the way, don't forget, you don't just have vibration. You can shift it to different types, right? Like laser, heat, whatever.
It's energy emission. I'm sorry, it's not vibration. It's energy emission.
I just want to jump the vibration band, Mike.
With different wavelengths of energy.
Okay. Oh, quite a motley crew we got here then. Well, it looks like they changed shift. There's only 10 of them. I think we just use your talents to the fullest and take these guys out. Get inside there and see what's in. They won't change shifts for another 12 hours. That's standard protocol. So that should give us 12 hours to get in, find this thing, and get the hell out of Dodge.
We need to talk about what we're going to do with this thing when we get it.
I just want to say one thing, though.
If it can control mutant powers and steal mutant powers,
Well, we don't know if we can do that yet.
I think it's a safe assumption that it's its own native power.
then if we go near it, it can steal our powers.
But you're telling me it's a friendly right now. And it was hostile in the year.
It's not madly insane right now.
How long has it been in there for?
4 months since August.
4 months?
We have to treat it as hostile until proven otherwise.
Probably broken probably a lot.
I think we got to get down there and get it out of there before it goes crazy.
All right, let's.
I got resources that can take care of it if that's the case.
If there's a underground electrical system, you can hop in, navigate through, check out for an empty room inside the underground tunnel, and then one by one deposit us in.
Say that again?
If there has to be a power source that goes in, you can.
He said that I could not locate when there was a source. But you must have a generator inside.
But there's lights though.
They have a generator to provide their own electricity inside. That's why I asked about using your vibration power or not just rocket power, tunnel.
They need to have some communication with the outside world. There's got to be some kind of telephone or telegraph wires leaving the building.
Telegraph? What is it? 1902?
You've got to be able to hop in through the system.
Whether you did or we cut that.
You cut the power line
so that they cannot.
We can get power surge.
Get reinforcements or anything like that.
You do that once we're in.
Whatever you do, don't cut the hard one.
Can we reinvestigate whether there's a electrical a source that goes into the underground? Maybe. I don't know. I want to use power, but maybe there is.
Well, that's the question. If we found a way.
Josh, the nerd did have a successful roll for his energy detection last session.
Yeah.
And he found no wires going in. This base seems to be self-contained. Except, of course, for the sort of energy signature of what might possibly be mines.
Have we seen any?
You saw vehicles come and go with the shift change, but you don't see any vehicles now.
No.
In watching the guards the 10 guards that are out there, do we see them moving around, or are they pretty much stationed and sitting in their spots?
They're stationed in their spots. Every now and then there is one guard who will go out and he'll he does some maintenance. He does like a push broom, pushes sand back off the road. He's cleaning up the guardhouse. But other than that, they're staying pretty still, and they look bored as hell.
Mike grab one of us, or all of us at one time, rock it up, put it down to a corner where no one is. Is that the sound later?
Well, why don't they just rock it down and knock it down like bowling pins?
There's a guard shack in each corner, so there's at least one, if not 2 guards in each guard shack. That only needs 2 more for
okay, I have a crazy idea.
And it just might work.
How much? What if you converted all of the air to just CO2?
And knock them unconscious?
Well,
And knock all
if
unconscious.
if they didn't get oxygen, within a few minutes they would have died of suffocation.
But we could knock them out from conscious first. They would pass out from CO2 poisoning.
Well,
And then we would walk in.
carbon dioxide is a poison.
I can always mind
It would
transfer.
displace their oxygen and could kill them.
And knock them out
These are
individually.
American soldiers. We're not trying to kill them.
Are you talking about carbon monoxide?
Sure, sorry.
Well, carbon monoxide would
Both
kill
will.
them. Yeah,
Carbon dioxide will kill
that's
them.
toxic and will just kill them.
Actually, it'll sedate them after, it won't kill them right away.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. But we convert that much energy. Could you?
Actually, no, I can't convert. I'm just 36 pounds of air.
36 pounds of, well, we have a chemistry major here. You probably are more equipped.
36 pounds of air.
And roughly 2 pounds.
I know.
Whatever that kilos.
How about this? How much is 36? How much air can be contained in a car?
Out there, 30 grams of air will occupy the space of about 22 liters worth of volume.
So 36 pounds of air is a massive, massive amount of gas.
Correct.
Massive.
Hundreds, thousands of gallons.
Okay.
Thousands of liters.
Your only challenge, of course, is that you're in an open environment. So you would have to convert and then maintain so that it stayed around them.
Guard shack are closed.
Not going them out.
Well, my concern is killing them. No.
Well, can't you just turn it off once they drop?
Yes.
I could change it back into oxygen, but God, that would hurt.
Hmm.
I mean, I'd be literally half dead by the end of that.
And one of you guys create a breeze or something?
Yes.
And one of you guys, you got telekinesis, right? You could just pull them out.
That's a good point. They don't have to, I mean, how long would they have to be incapacitated for? You know, we'd have to tie them up or something, and then give them a source of oxygen so they don't die.
I ain't no doctor. I don't know.
Are the guards working out all the time?
No, there's times where they get bored. They have conversations with each other. One will walk over and talk to the other briefly and then come back.
I'm just thinking if we go up and straight down into the middle of the facility,
That's what I'm saying.
they might not see us at all.
Is there lights lighting the inside of the facility?
Yes, there are.
According
There's got to be electricity.
to PhysLink, physics and surrounding outline, 1 cubic foot of air at standard temperature and pressure, assuming average composition, weighs approximately 0.08 pounds.
So it's a boatload. It's a massive, massive amount of gas. So well done, chemistry teacher. You're right on there, Jeff.
Well, I have an idea.
Oh, and well done, sir. That was an excellent idea.
I can also just throw it out there and vibrate sand to make it into quicksand. Shake it enough, people walk in and they will slow down.
I can do that. Actually, it'd be better if I did that, because I got a stronger vibration than you, and you can amplify it.
So just throwing out options of to do. I can also vibrate through things.
Well, we don't want to kill these guys either, right? I mean,
You stop vibrating one step, like, wait.
All right, so we did their 10. We think there's...
then they can
1 or 2
yell.
per tower? Bob, 1 or 2 per tower?
Yeah, well, if you take a look, I think you can see just how many there are.
Then hopefully the same will,
We're going to kill us now.
they can't breathe.
Yeah, make this one.
This is one of the first ones that I had in mind when I started the
Oh
campaign.
my goodness, is that Fallout 1?
It is. But I've made some modifications, as you can see.
Nice.
It's a rock off.
It's a rock.
I think you guys are going to have to scroll, because I'm trying that shift thing, but it just doesn't work quite as well as I'd like it to.
Okay.
You've done aerial, so I'm going to open up the whole map for you. You can see everything.
Do we get to, is playing Dark Water here?
No, you got Nick Fury instead. You get the better deal, I think.
How did you get here, Mr. Fury? In a car or a smaller vehicle?
I took a car, and then I ran 15 miles here.
How did we get here?
I didn't want my car to be traced, so I figured the best thing to do was run.
Let's get traced.
No, I didn't want them to hear my car.
Force them all
Let's see, I think your map is available now to you. every aspect?
You have to take out each individual tower at a time.
Well, if they all run to the same place inside, then we just put them in sequence.
So what you're seeing here is this door
Making carbon dioxide. Ask me an element.
Argon.
Argon is
right there. That appears to be the entrance to the bunker. You can see there's a dog that's kind of napping right in front of it. You've got the watchtower here, and then 3 others in the opposing corners. They do have lights. They appear to be equipped with spotlights. What else can I tell you of what you see? Let's see. I have just some notes here. Let me see if I can find it. The 4 machine gun towers rest on bases of concrete reinforced with iron girders. They're resting on a platform atop the iron girders in the middle cube, about 8 feet on a side with large windows of reinforced glass. At all times, you can see at least 1 prison guard or guard found inside each of the cube. If you wanted to enter one of these and you couldn't fly, you'd have to climb up an iron ladder and enter through a door in the floor. Looks like guards can see who's coming through one of these windows in the entry. Every tower is equipped with 2 mounted guns. You see a grenade launcher, a searchlight, maybe some light bulbs just to light up the place. And it does look like they have ammo. The searchlight and machine guns revolve on universal mounts. Looks like they can be moved in any direction. And guns from at least 2 towers can be trained at any point inside the compound. Also, you notice atop, that's very observant. Atop each tower, you can also see one of those looks like metal bullhorn, perhaps an alarm klaxon. And it looks like that is something that they may have the ability to activate.
Okay, off the top.
I would say my guess is they're not worried about things coming in, they're more worried about things coming out.
How many vehicles were in the facility when we were in there?
Approximately 3. 3 cars came in with the new shift, and 3 cars left with the old shift. And you can see there are 3 vehicles right there.
So we're talking like, are civilians going in and out of here? Like,
We have no idea what's inside.
is he living there?
Do you recall Hugh Everett's history? With your eidetic memory, you recall that Hugh Everett only just graduated from Princeton and was recently assigned to this position.
He said he didn't live there. He said he lived,
Right, he said he lived in Roswell.
And also, if the guards are coming in and out via Jeep, then we can assume that there's no barracks here. Thank goodness.
Some blatantly obvious ideas here. Can Triple J silence the toxins as they go off?
Yep.
Can Triple J vibrate all the lights so they don't work, so the bulbs break inside?
I can do that.
I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah.
You also notice that there are lights built into the back wall. You can see them here. So you've got those too.
They've got to have some kind of bulbs. They should be easy enough to shatter.
They look pretty. They don't look like they're special. Yeah.
I mean, even if they're xenon bulbs, it's still everything is encased in glass.
Even my sonic flap will take those out.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's see.
You're vibrating up the clap.
How did you get that?
The nerd, you are the only one who can see this.
I really took your eyes.
Oh, that's okay. Go to the left. Scroll to your left. Bottom left, back towards you guys. Mm-hmm.
Bottom left. I lost us. Go back. Go back.
That's weird. Try it again. There you go. And down.
Mine.
Oh,
Yeah. I could try to center you, but
so don't hide by the rock pile.
you think you probably can sense more as you get closer to the source.
Could you use telekinesis to pick the minds up and throw them in? I doubt it.
Well, I don't know. Thinking apparently Max. What kind of minds are these? How are they triggered?
Can't tell without seeing them, right?
Exactly.
Well, they're not, so they're pressure activated.
I don't know. They're all pressure
Could
activated.
it be proximity?
They could be metal activated mines, pressure
Pressure activated, proximity
Well,
based.
based on the time
It could
frame.
be an infrared.
Based on the time frame.
1957. What do they have back then?
I'd like to have some infrared mines. That'd be something else.
From 1957. They're pressure activated.
or metal.
Oh, so we can just go freaking dig them up.
Those are the only mines I know of. You step on them, you go boom.
Or is any metal? As long as we keep any metal away from
No, composite.
composite what?
I have
Metal?
no more metal than you are.
Okay. Well, we could so go dig them up. What's the only? We don't want to be fancy about this.
You just avoid.
Yeah.
Why don't we just not step on them?
Why not fly in there?
Because we don't want to be seen. Fine.
It's dark.
It's dark.
How are we creating the sandstorm?
Vibrating it.
And they're not pointing their spotlights to the air.
We go. I will create the wind.
Okay.
I could fly so fast they would never even know it was me. They would think it was like a jet fighter.
That's just like
Like a Superman too. Exactly.
So it's everybody else
I can reverse the spin on the Earth.
I said we fly in and drop off. Let's see the main map. Pick a spot.
Well, no, let's just do this one out. Let's do this out. We'll see those two then.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If you want to see the whole thing. You may want to go to like 30.
I did that.
Alright. If we get placed right near the cars, in between the cars.
Do you have any idea how to open that door?
Just a note, by the way.
Yeah, Mike does.
Just note, you'll notice that your characters have light radiating from them, and you'll notice that there's this area of darkness. Josh, if you scroll down again, you can see it. So your light does not pierce, but if you get too close and you're carrying light with you, then they will see you. But you can see how you're radiating light right now. So you're too far away for them to see your lights. But if you get a little closer and you keep your lights on, they will detect you.
Okay. I'm going to throw this out there, and then we'll see where it goes. Can we disable the machine gun turrets?
Yes.
Yeah, I can.
You can matter transfer
I can
the
transmute them. I don't know, melt the
trigger. No, just do the triggers.
Sounds like a two trigger.
Fly up in the air so they can't see you in the dark. Do the triggers. Now each individual ones. They have no. Now they have no turret.
Unless they have their finger on the trigger, they would never notice.
Correct.
Okay.
And you can do these sirens too at top because they can't work if you take out part of the.
We take out the ding 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 part.
Correct.
I assume that these are like bullhorns, the electronic bullhorns.
Exactly, but if you do the wire that connects it, and just turn one little piece of inch of wire into air.
So, the bat, the circle, disabling the guns and the classrooms.
I can signal you when that's done by using our mission pulse.
At his shield, Triple J will disable all lighting.
At once?
Yes.
So you do the south side, I'll do the north side.
Okay.
If you divide it, it'll be green. If you try to do it all at once, it's going to be yellow.
I have to divide it.
As soon as that happens, Max the rocket blast through the front gates.
I'm going to make everything silent as well. As I'm doing it, everything's silent. So the bulb's breaking, silent. Lights go out, silent.
Okay, so
I
now...
don't need to silence that because they're going to know.
I don't think we need to silence that at all. I want Max to go in and draw anybody else out.
Just so you know, if you're trying to take actions plus silence,
It's minus.
you're going to take a -2 on any action. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Don't worry about silence.
Bat circles, disables the guns and the horns.
I take mine.
Triple J comes in, there's all the light. Max rockets in, drawing any additional fire. Quickly back for myself and Andy the android with his newfound fighting abilities.
Can you laser some of the lights too?
I can, yeah.
And of course we'll have Nick Fury
Shooting some of the lights.
Yeah,
extraordinaire.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he has a silencer and a gun.
he does. He's got a needler.
Nick.
He's got hundreds of rounds. A needler? Is that what it's called?
Okay, I don't know. It's not fair.
No, I just thought Captain America. And I'll get everything to do.
Max Tank, what's your theory on this? Don't boss me around.
I let Max do it. Max does
Max
best.
goes, what do I break? Let me break it.
Max door.
All right, let's do this. Guys, we all good, everybody?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Then what? Oh, by the way, everybody's in transmission with each other. I'll take a minus.
Only do the speaking is going to be no minus.
No minus.
No, because that is like just communication. That's a cool perk, and you do that so often. But okay, so here's what we're going to do.
Just tell you when I'm done. I can whisper it to everybody.
Yeah.
And I of course, we didn't do.
As long as you stay within 2,500 feet, or no, 1,500 feet is your range on the sound manipulation. So that should be easy for you. All right, so we are going to roll initiative, but we are giving you guys the drop. So you will each get one free move, and then we fall into traditional initiative order, and we'll see what happens from there. So if you want to roll inits now, let's get those out of the way, and that way you'll know where you're falling.
3d10.
Oh, 3D10. Well, yeah, 2D10 is on 20. Right, Bob?
What's that?
2D10.
Yeah, you're up to 2d10 now, my friend.
Intuition, 16.
It's multiple 10 of your intuition.
First digit of your intuition.
Oh, that's a good way of saying it, yeah.
That sounds like it. I can't hold my sound.
Your light is being
No, it's so long.
Alright, finish it.
16 minutes there, Mr. Mate. What'd you get? 16.
I got stuff for
16.
20.
Like that.
I mean,
I think we missed something.
Bunch of pervs over there.
You got it.
I didn't hear anything. So.
I asked the show, I asked Alex one of the last our columns. Please no, that stuff makes me fall.
I got an 8 for my hit.
Okay, I can't do both. Here.
Alright.
I would imagine they also have sidearms, by the way, just to...
Sure.
Huh?
Oh, yes.
What'd you get?
16.
Oh, wait, hold on.
What'd you call?
Are you able to?
Enter.
Okay.
There you go.
Woohoo!
Andy.
Josh and I got to do a roll off.
Yeah, you guys gonna have to do a roll up.
What is it, a 1d10?
Just 1d10. Yeah.
Well, keep going because I have to roll a 16.
I'll play. I'll default then. You go first round.
Okay. So Chris, you win by default, but you and Mike have to do a roll up then.
No, he's got to go first to move before me because I have to then rock
Andy, what
after
is
that.
Okay. So we'll do. But you and Josh then. Who's going first? You and the Whisperer. I mean, the
I'm
nerd.
fighting, I know that.
So
Josh and I would have to roll
You're
off.
lazy,
All right.
so like...
You and I are following an accent.
You and I need to do a 1-die roll off.
I'll do first.
Or you can get on hold and see what they do.
how come I'm
Or
not?
you can go first. Give them up.
Did I forget to? Oh, that's my bad. My apologies, Pat.
I'm an intro part of it.
You
You
kind
go
of.
for it. You don't even be on it. You just go first.
There you go.
We all default to you. Go.
You're in there now. You're in there now.
Would you do anyway?
8. Where am I? Right there, the bat.
What are those other things at the bottom?
It's not bad for 1d10.
Okay, is that hot in here, you guys? Want me to turn the AC a little
It
more?
actually just felt a little cool, yeah.
I don't know how it got hot. It was cool before.
Oh.
So we have to turn this one.
Is that 9 a skunk? What is that?
That's back.
Sorry, little Nick Fury.
Well, the dogs.
Little Josh. Oh, it's a dog?
You like dags?
Hello, Josh. There's dogs on the right.
Dogs. Oh, yeah, I like dags.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are dogs. Like to the over there.
I love coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dog.
Yeah.
Yes.